Well, hello and welcome to my Corona garden. Yeah, I'm kidding you not. I'm taking you upstairs because this is number 4 in my series, Living Through COVID-19. So I wanted to share with you what's happening to my Corona garden, which I got to plant 7 days ago. Do you remember? I took those seeds out and I was actually going to plant it. So I'm going to turn around and, oh, hi, there's my husband in the background. That's so sweet. But we're going to look down here and I wanted to show you what has happened. I know this is like, for me, absolutely crazy and fun and so much fun to look at. You can see that there are a couple of plants that are really going crazy, and I didn't know that I could grow Brussels sprouts, but apparently Brussels sprouts really like to start from seed and take off. Now, not far behind is the arugula and the lettuce. I got a couple of varieties of there. Cucumber, purple eggplant, multicolored peppers, and lagging a bit behind this week, I want to tell you, are 3 types of tomatoes and parsley, which is absolutely kind of silly, and I'm not sure really why, but the tomatoes will come back, I'm sure of that. So I wanted to, I'm trying to figure this out because it's the first time I have used the phone to do this, but I did want to let you know that in my, if you have ever done indoor gardening, which I really don't do very much, but it's a good idea to do because if you live in a zone like I do here in Colorado, which is, I'm looking at 5B, or zone 6A, you need a little extra time. So it's been actually super, super cool that I can have this indoor garden here. And it's a really common practice, and maybe I will actually become a better gardener as a result, because once these little guys harden up, I get to take them outside and put them outside. And guess what? That's going to be about 8 weeks from now. And so the whole point of planting my Corona garden was to really pace it as to what was going on in terms of this crisis. But I also want to share with you that one of the things I have a lot of in my house is plants and flowers. And the reason I do that is not only the beauty that they bring in, but the scientific benefit that I understand comes from so many of these plants and flowers. So I thought I'd share a few of them with you, whether they are bromeliads or peace plants, or different lilies and orchids that I have going for me. All of them do so much. And the scientists and all of these folks that I know a lot more about plants than I do tell me that they actually boost mood and productivity and concentration and creativity. And they even reduce stress and fatigue, which is actually super helpful during this time when we are all a bit more tense. And I know one thing for sure, that there are certain ways to take care of these, all of the plants that I have in here, whether they are peace plants or philodendron or Christmas cacti. And one of the things I've learned so well, I've got 5 steps that I have to do, and they require regular water intake. That's number 1. They also want just the right amount of sunlight. So I move some of these plants around, and the reason I'm able to grow any orchids here is because of the amount of sunlight that I'm able to give them. They want a new perspective from time to time, which means that as I replace them after watering them, I have to move them around. They need to trim off whatever is overgrown, and they like conversation and company. So if an indoor garden isn't something that you want to undertake, even though this Corona garden is actually thriving, and I'll show it to you again, if this is a little more than you want to take on for this indoor garden, then I'm going to encourage you, next time you are able to go to the store, even if it's only once this week or whenever you're able to get out, what if you were to bring in any kind of plant, philodendron, an orchid, a bromeliad, a peace plant, and bring it into your home and see what it might inspire for you. Because an indoor garden might be more than you want to handle, but when you bring in some of these plants, not only do you get instant beauty, but you also get routine right away. And there's something else I've learned about these plants that is super helpful for me. That is, sometimes phone calls, people hang up or things happen, or your Zoom call gets interrupted. But you know what? These plants, they're really good for conversation any time of the day, no matter what. My Corona garden is actually thriving right now. It's week 1, and I will continue to share with you how it grows and what happens in the next few weeks. And no matter where you are, not making light of any of this, but finding new ways to thrive indoors, this might be something that would inspire you. Thank you, and next week we'll let you know how my Corona garden is doing as well. Have a good afternoon.